this is FantasyEsque, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. Before we begin, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. We are picking up very early in the morning, just like the previous episode. A few months, actually, after the previous episode, at least for our vampires. And Lady Zelda is in a different place. You might get a bearing of your surroundings looking out the door there, this vine going down the side, and think to yourself, I don't recognize this room. It's definitely not a room in the castle, and it can't be a room in the Shadow Lair because the Shadow Lair doesn't have this kind of aesthetic. But we do have our commander of the Salazar army. We have Antonio Knox here. So really, what's going on? Well, guys, Lady Zelda has essentially thrown herself into the work that Queen Wisteria gave her in the previous episode, if you remember that secret meeting they had. And she's been toiling, making certain discoveries, constructing things behind everyone else's back. Just the Queen knows, and she's the only one. Antonio obviously is a little bit annoyed to be over here because our soldiers, obviously, they're loyal to the Queen, but they report to the champion. So unless the champion is telling them to do something, they don't understand why they have to go out of the way to do it. Because they trust the champion is their leader, right? So even though, yes, they were made for the Queen and they fight for the Queen, really, they trust the champion and they will listen to what the champion says. But our champion, Lady Soul, has no idea what's been going on. So all of a sudden, Lady Zelda has kind of run into the Shadow Lair and given this decree to Antonio that he needs to submit to her services under the Queen's kind of order, which obviously he's irritated about. And he's been forbidden to talk about it to any of the other soldiers. He's forbidden to talk about it to Lady Soul. And Zelda has taken him to the Dragonarium. So we did kind of touch on the dragons with Yuki in the previous episode. She was learning more about them and how potentially they're not as scary as the Queen makes them out to be, but they have a lot of magical power, which the priestess can harness, no one else can. So Zelda came across some findings, and she felt the best place to carry this out, this research of hers, would be at the Dragonarium, because that's where the dragons are. You probably have the strongest connection to their magic, and hopefully things will be a success, especially because I don't know if Zelda has the Devil's Are blood, so I'm not entirely sure if devil magic will come to her easily, or if it's something that'll take a lot more effort and she'll need help with. So Antonio's annoyed. He doesn't know why the heck he's here. Zelda is being very sneaky and conniving, and she's got that scary look in her eye because, yeah, something's gonna go down. Also, if we look at her relationships, can we just, hold on a second, Wolves, if we look at her relationships with Lady Soul, it's not that great. And if we go into the sim profile, we can see that she has a festering grudge against Lady Soul, and then Soul feels hurt by Zelda, and she has a personal rift. So really, I don't know if the soldiers would be aware of this. Regardless, they would know there's some tension between Soul and Zelda. I'm sure news travels down the vine. There would be some news, and this definitely is going to be an uncomfortable kind of arrangement between them, whatever the heck is happening. Also, Antonio, he has been, I don't know if I should say temporarily, it's between temporarily and permanently, but for the foreseeable future, he's actually been swapped with Emmanuel Savage, who used to be the caretaker of the Dragonarium. He was posted here. If you guys remember, after the ambassadors got abolished, obliterated, we had the soldiers kind of take over their positions across the realm or across the empire, and Emmanuel Savage originally was the caretaker of this place. Antonio was at the Shadow Lair because he was the commander. That's where he was taking care of everyone from. But the queen, without consulting Lady Sol, has swapped Antonio with Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is back with Ross Klein, who is our male spellcaster in the army. He's our male alchemist in the army. And Antonio is now over here. So this has happened all pretty much in the middle of the night. Nobody's aware of anything just yet. So Antonio's not entirely a big fan. I mean, he's used to being posted in the desert, from the desert. That's, kind of what they've been accustomed to. And now he's at this strange island because this Dragonarium is based in an island. There's a crazy blizzard happening. You've got just snow everywhere. He had to run around trying to, check out the dragons, and obviously this would be very scary for him, even though he is a commander and he's tough. He's tough as a vampire, but it would still be intimidating because that's what everyone's been told, that these dragons are dangerous and that's why they're kept in cages. You don't want to go near them. They can kill you if they want. So that's what's going on. Zelda hasn't told him why she's come to visit or what his purpose here is. Nothing's being discussed or told at all, but she is going to take him somewhere. So and she's taking him like right here within this compound. And what the queen has done, I mean, this has always been a private place for Zelda, but really the queen's gone and she has sealed off this compound. She has made it so that nobody has access to the island right now. You cannot get access to the island unless you have explicit permission from the queen. So obviously they've been doing some secret construction here, secret research, whatever else has been going on with Lady Zelda. And she is gonna take Antonio somewhere. So they're off on this side of the camp, which is where which is where the soldiers, they kind of stay over here, the tents. And Lady Zelda obviously has been camping out here for a bit as well, but she's not a permanent resident. So let's have a look. The dragons are in their cages. I wonder, let's see, what is up with this dragon? Is this dragon okay? Let's go, and Zelda's gonna make a round of all the dragons. Actually, before she takes Antonio anywhere, she's gonna make a round of all the dragons because she needs to make sure that they are in the right, they're in a stable condition for what is about to go down. Okay. So Sonara, if you guys remember, was the dragon that visited. She was the dragon that was allowed to come off the island to visit the castle so that... Oh goodness, a swarm of bees is coming through. Okay, let's ask what's wrong. I need her to be in prime condition. Oh, Sonara's sniffing her. Oh geez. Okay, Zelda, did she get stung? Did she not get stung? What was that? Yep, okay. So she was calm and they left. Now what is wrong with you? I'm not entirely sure. Oh. You can go. You're outside. It's okay. Yeah, you can go. See, dragons, when dragons don't know how to potty, I tell you guys, I tell you. You can go. Yep, you're outdoors. Nothing's gonna stop you. Okay, she's gonna make a round. Let's see, she's gonna ask... Okay, she's gonna go ahead and... Was that... Who was the other dragon? It was Liwa, I think. Liwa and then Hinrix all the way at the end. She's gonna visit Liwa. And let's see, what does Liwa need help with? Come on, Liwa, what do you need? What do you need? We need all our dragons to be in prime condition. Okay. Let's see. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Unless it's food or water, really, they should be okay. Okay, they all need to go potty. Well, guys, Lucky for you, you're outdoors. You can literally just take care of it yourself. You don't need us to tell you anything. Okay, and then Henrik, which Henrik already has his food. Where is he? Is he up here somewhere? Where is Henrik? Hold on a second. Henrik, where'd you go? Oh, he's in this corner. He's hiding. Look at him. He's hiding. Okay, Henrik. Henrik seems to be good. We'll just check to see if there is anything wrong with him. But he seems to be doing fine. We'll quickly go check in on him, and then we have to... Look, Zelda's focused and everything. It's a very tense situation. It's a blizzard. Things are just absolutely crazy over here. They have to be very, very careful. Okay, oh my goodness. She's going around in circles. Okay, Henrik, don't run inside. It's very important you get this done. It's nice to get a change of scenery, too, if this wasn't such a tense situation. Okay. Henrik, are you okay? Let's just see. Obviously, yeah, I think is fine. I think Henrik is fine. Obviously, the blizzard would be spooking them out a little bit. Right, let's come here. We need to grab Antonio, and she is going to be taking him to a secret location in this very lot that she has been working on for the past few months in secret with the resources that the queen has given her. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at that. So don't run anywhere. Don't run anywhere. Don't do that. Oh my goodness, don't do that. Don't do that. Go here. Jeez. It's kind of hard with the storm because even if you have autonomy off, they will want to run to certain places and they'll want to do some things, which really is not what we're trying to aim for. Okay, she's over here. Antonio's feeling a little bit calmer, which really, being frustrated isn't going to get him anywhere. But we are going to navigate ourselves through this particular area. Right, we're going to go through this area. Let's see. Let's pop up the roof. Let's pop up the roof. Let's go on down here. So she's currently in this particular area. She's gonna take Antonio in this flippin' blizzard, and they're gonna try and go through this particular place where we have tents. Everyone is usually resting out here. It's a terrible place to be sleeping, especially in a blizzard if you think about it. So we've got some vehicles and whatnot, which we will ignore. Right over here. And the thing that's perfect about this place is that it is so filled with junk and cluttered that even if somebody found themselves on an island, they wouldn't be able to recognize the specific thing that Zelda's been working on. So they're gonna come right over here. So not this particular entrance, which is where the dragons are treated, right over here. As you can see, there's a staircase leading down to some interesting rooms. So I wonder how far down we can go. Yep, okay, she's gonna come down the staircase. This is where we want to be going. So let's come here with Antonio. Come on. Okay, and let's just hope they don't run inside. We don't want them to be running inside. No. Don't run. Yep, it is icy. It's like 9:30, so they have to kind of go underground anyways. Otherwise, they're going to start burning up in the sun. And what is this? So, we have some very interesting chambers underground that has been in the works. So, we're going to ignore this particular chamber on the right. And we're going to head to the chamber on the left. So, Zelda is going to take Antonio down here. And this is the first day that Antonio's been posted on this island. He doesn't know about the existence of that place. In fact, Emmanuel was actually taken away from this place when Zelda started constructing these things. And Antonio's only been brought in now that the construction of whatever this is complete. So, look, Antonio's getting tense. He's kind of being really, really weirded out by all of these things that we have. We've got strange growths on the floor, this ritualistic looking area with the paths over here, the stone. Then you have this archway with some magical kind of aura going through it, and things just look odd. You've got these strange alien looking trees. You have these little paper things attached to the bamboo over here, which, you know, in a happier setting would look like something you make a wish on, but this to him looks like something someone would have signed their life away on. So, very strange thing. Even though vampires are dark creatures, there's some things they know to stay away from. Some things you just don't want to mess with. So, Antonio is feeling very uncomfortable by this whole thing. And Zelda is telling him, I need you to come here, right? So, he's gonna be right in front of the portal, and he doesn't know what the heck is happening. But he can't disobey. These are like orders straight from the queen that's been given to him, and Zelda's carrying it out. So she's going ahead, and she's gonna use her powers to go ahead and open this portal. So what Zelda has stumbled across in her research of this devil magic, now there's various forms of the devils are magic that has been used in the past, and some of which has not been. We saw Morgana use a little bit. I think Amanda may have used some, but really we saw it in Morgana, right? Which is where a lot of vampires remember this from. This particular variation, some things that Amanda will have passed on to Morgana that she never ended up using, but she wrote down for future generations, hopefully, you know, her own daughters and bloodline, which she never ended up having. And Zelda has discovered some of that. And one of the things that she came across was this construct to a very dark and dangerous place that you can't access. They can't access. But if you go through it, you will be transformed. And the transformed can return to your realm, where you are at. So Zelda's intention with this, she's using the dragon's magic, she's using her vampiric magic, the devil magic, that she has learned to go ahead and send, and she's going to open this portal, she's going to send Antonio through, and he's going to go through some sort of transformation, he's going to come back. Hopefully, whatever it is that the queen wants him to be. And Zelda is not going to go through, that's dangerous, that's not something we want, but Antonio is, and he doesn't know this. But Zelda does. So she is going to, unfortunately, she cannot meditate, which sucks. But she is going to transform herself, right? And carry out whatever it is that needs to be carried out. Do I want her to transform? See, now I'm just changing my mind. I really wanted her to do a meditation, but she's just in the worst. Her energy's so far up. Like, unfortunately, I can't really get her to do whatever it is. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We need some sort of power to make this happen, guys. Let's see, what kind of power can we use to make this happen? I feel like this charm, see, it would be a waste of power when we could save up and use that, but hey, when story calls for it, story calls for it. So there we go. She's gonna use this ability, and she is going to, look at that, she's going to open the portal. We've seen Morgana do this, I think. She is going to use her devil magic to open that portal. And there she goes. Zora, we're busy right now. We're busy, Zora. And there we go. We've got some strange thing, and we can already see her controlling Antonio. So Antonio's starting to kind of lose his focus. He's starting to forget things, and things are becoming hazy for him. He's getting these instructions and these urges to like walk through the portal and do things that he can't understand. And time's becoming a little bit fragmented for him. So look, he's going to go through, he's been irritated at Zelda this whole time, but suddenly he's going to know what he needs to do. And he is going to, look at him, he's completely under her spell, her magic, and that's the dangerous thing. This is how Morgana got Queen Narcissa into a forced marriage with her. And Antonio is going to travel to that dangerous realm, and Zelda's gonna wait here. Zelda's gonna wait for him to come back as whatever he comes back. So here he goes. He's gonna go on through. He doesn't know what's compelling him. Something's compelling him to go, and he's gonna enter the portal, guys. Okay, Lady Zelda has been waiting and waiting and waiting. When she looked through the devil magic, the spells originally, the history, lore, secrets, whatever it was to construct this portal, it said that you need to have an entrance portal and an exit portal. So you need one chamber where your subject is gonna, the offering is gonna walk through, and when they pass through that portal, they will go in between another realm, but then when they come out, it's very weird. Time and everything goes back and forth. When they come out the other side of the portal, so the transformation happens in the portal itself, but everything happens within that time it takes for them to walk from one side to the other. And when they come out, it won't be in the chamber that they enter, it'll be in a different chamber, in a different portal that you build. So that's what Zelda has been waiting on. So if you guys remember, we had a second room. She's moved to that place ever since Antonia has walked in. It's been hours, and she hasn't heard anything. But then, just when she's getting frustrated and about to look through the scrolls again, she hears some sort of guttural kind of rumbling. And she hears the portal kind of shimmer and sizzle and something walk through as if it's charred, right? So she isn't really facing, she's about to turn around, but someone or something is over on that side. And look, she just saw Antonio. And if you guys can see, Antonio isn't exactly the Antonio we know. He's undergone a transformation. So she looks pleased with herself, but again, we don't entirely know what monstrosity this thing is and what she's just created. He is gonna walk on, over here from the other side. He's gonna come slowly. And look at that. Here is the transformed Antonio. So look, he's already feeling, he doesn't feel himself. He doesn't know what's just happened. He's been in a bit of a trance up till this moment. And oh goodness, now he's back through the portal. And obviously that experience was a harrowing experience. And it was a very confusing thing because he doesn't know. It's almost as if this portion of his time has just been snipped from his memory. He has feelings. He doesn't have a recollection, though, of why these feelings are happening or where they come from. So let's see if we can get a good look at Antonio. Oh my goodness. Okay, so as you can see, he has flippin' horns now. In fact, he's got Morgana's horns. So Morgana's horns are there. Now it's still cut. We can tell it's Antonio, but he's different. He's changed. So we've got Morgana's horns. His face looks charred, like his skin looks like it's been burnt. It's like darker, but again, it looks like he's been through flames or fire. He's got just, like, his eyes are darker. He's got, it looks as though blood almost smeared across his face or something smeared across his face. So he must have gone through some sort of rampage in that time that he was on the other side, or I don't know, either something was obviously done to him. He might have done something as part of whatever ritual he just went through. And he still has his signature yellow eyes, but he doesn't have the whites of his eyes anymore. They're a very dark red. So this is Antonio. He has been changed into what Queen Wisteria wanted, which was a demonic vampire, right? That's what she wanted. She wanted her soldiers to be transformed into whatever Antonio now is. And he's not going to be allowed to leave this place, the Dragonarium, because he is their secret weapon, essentially. And we don't know if the queen plans to slowly transform everyone. Obviously, this is not something the males are going to sign up for, obviously. It's going to be something they'll have to be taken through. Who knows? Perhaps without consent, because I don't know who would want to turn into a demonic version of themselves. So that's essentially where we're at. What are they going to do with this weapon? What does the queen plan? I'm not entirely sure, but that's kind of where we're at. Okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed Antonio's transformation, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.